to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing some tips in Adopt Me that will definitely change your gameplay. So let's get into it. So my first tip is to go by the campsite shop and go and buy a little camper's tent. You can also buy the camping kit, which is 170 Robux, where you can like sit more pets and have other people sleep there too. But I just recommend this camper's tent if you don't have any Robux. It's only $1,200, so it shouldn't be too hard to save up. It's very good for sleeping around the map. So this next tip is like food and water stuff for your pets or you. And you could buy the pizza dough for just $1, and you could also buy the water cooler for $300. But if you like don't have enough, then you can just go to the hospital and fill up on these sandwiches, and you can also fill up on the water there. These both do not save in your inventory after you leave the game, but if you do buy the pizza dough at your house, it does save. And you can also just buy water bottles if you have enough money. I do this because I just don't like having to click it like 99 times or whatever whenever I do spawn it in the game. I just want to get started already. So as you can see, using the throw toy has a much longer throw range, and it takes forever for your pets to bring them back to you. So to make that shorter, you can either go against like a tree, or you can use a chew toy, which is what I like using, because it has a much shorter throw range and it drops right in front of you, so your pets can just give it to you immediately. And as you can see, my pet needs to go to the pizza party. So to get to the pizza party or the salon faster, you can go to the toy shop and teleport. If your pet has a playground need, you can press the stroller and go to the baby shop to be right next to the playground. And then you can go to the supermarket if you need to go to the beach party or the campsite. And then another tip I like to use is to reset to get to my house faster. So the first way to go faster and Adopt Me while grinding is buy a speed cauldron. It is $650 and it takes forever for each potion. But whenever it does finish brewing, you can go faster with it. For it being $650 though, I don't think it's worth it, because even if you put two, like even if you feed yourself two, it still doesn't make you go that fast. But if you don't mind waiting around for a minute for each potion, then sure, go ahead. But if you do regret having to wait an entire minute for your speed cauldron, then you can just instantly delete it before you leave the game so you get all your money back. My personal favorite, even though it's a little costly, is checking whenever the next fall event is coming, because this is the only time you can get these. But whenever it does come, you can feed yourself these little cinnamon rolls, and they add much more speed to you than the hyper speed potions. They are around $3 each or $2, and whenever they do spawn, they spawn around this area. But they're my favorite way to add speed to myself. I usually limit myself to about 3. And if you don't have a lot of money, or you don't have the fall event in game, then you can always just use a grappling hook. These are really fun, and they're definitely one of the other popular ways people do to speed induce themselves. It's very fun, and I love it sometimes much more than the cinnamon rolls and hyper speed potions. So I get asked all the time, how do I save my money so well? And honestly, the only tip I have for you is to just not spend it on stupid stuff or like unneeded stuff. Like someone would see these shoes and buy 43 pairs of them. But in all seriousness, play as a baby. It helps you grind money 3 times faster, especially if you have pet certificate. Making a hotbar is super simple. You just go to the settings thing on the side, the little blue one, scroll all the way down the main, and then you have your hotbar. And you can put anything you want. I personally put all the food stuff I need and the healing apples. Or sometimes I do the cinnamon rolls and then my trading license. Or, I don't know, you can literally do anything. You can do all these pets, or you can do toys, like your chew toy, or Something else, it's really easy and it's very easily accessible. I highly recommend it if you want to grind faster. Using pets that are friendship level is 100% faster than just aging up the pet task by task. I prefer it because it just seems more rewarding that way, and each age up potion is 30 tasks, and for reference that's getting a common halfway to full grown. Me personally, I think the pet certificate and pet plus subscription are so worth it, but if you do not have enough Robux or enough money, you can always use alt accounts. It's even better if you have Pet Plus and alt accounts. This is what I do sometimes, and it's actually very helpful. That is going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to tune in on other videos. Bye!